show for those who are, I guess they're considered watching on whatever.
Yeah.
Lots of
depressing shit on TV.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking suck you right in the face. All right, here we go. Let's record this stuff. All right, here we go.
Sit down, shut up, and pay attention.
Damn!
This is the Rants of Izzo Show with your host, Dominic Izzo, from porn to politics. We touch every third rail we can find. You might want to put your headphones on so your mom can't hear this. It's been called the most entertaining 60 minutes on the internet, and it starts now. Let's do this.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Well, yeah, good afternoon. It's only morning on the West Coast if you're out there. If you're one of those San Franciscans, Californians, probably gorgeous weather and nothing about else. That's about it. Hey, Matt, how are you, dude?
I am wonderful, and it's one of those things. I just sent you the Spaces link. I've got my mic on, but I'll turn it off here in just a second.
You
come in and
you don't need to turn your mic off.
For the folks joining here, but no, it's good, man. Lots of depressing things on your TV right now. I'm honestly not going to worry a whole lot about who I offend today. It's Friday. It's going to be a good time. If you're not eating bacon and watching Mia Khalifa getting railed today, you're not really a patriot, and I'll stand by that.
Would you?
Oh, God, that's a weird question at this point. Probably not after she's advocated for Hamas and stuff. No, probably not.
What if the Matt Couch staff of get that as the staff of Ra playing words from like the Indiana Jones? Right. What if Matt Couch could set her straight and a little bit of man love from Matt Couch?
Could I make a Muslim porn star find Jesus? I think that's a tall task, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Could you though?
I don't know. Can you make a Muslim porn star find Jesus?
That's I don't know, dude. I gotta. Holy shit.
You're co-hosted, man. You're I
really don't care. That's fine. Spaces. We're going to offend all the people of Spaces. I don't give a shit. All right. So it's Happy International Jihad Day, right? So, Matt.
Feel free to unmute yourself if you want to on Spaces.
Am I not? I'm sorry. Yeah, Spaces is an aftermath. For those who are listening on the podcast and the website and all this, we're entertaining kind of like, I'm not a fan of every other platform out there because every other platform fucking censors no matter what. But sometimes we do have to throw the people a bone who do listen on the social medias. So if you're listening on Spaces and you enjoy this, but you want the full version of the show, you have to go to rantsofizzo.com or download the Freedom Hub app for your smartphone. Watch Spreely TV, and you'll get all the uncensored stuff that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever it is, won't do. Happy International Jihad Day.
And if you can hear us on Spaces, give a thumbs up right now.
Oh my God, touch yourself
as the audience grows there.
Spaces between your ears and shit. Let's try it. Happy International Jihad Day.
I think it's working. See if I can make an echo here.
Touching yourself inappropriately on Spaces?
Yeah, well, yeah. Always.
For those of you who are wondering what Global Jihad Day is, a call for a global day of jihad on October 13th, which is today, by former Hamas leader Khalid Marshall, has raised concerns and prompted heightened security measures across the United States.
Fuck that guy, right?
What?
Fuck that guy.
Which one are you going to do? You going to fuck him or Mia Khalifa?
Well, obviously, if I had to choose, it'd be Mia Khalifa. But right. I'm just saying, that guy basically. How first off, how do you retire as a leader?
Why are you muted? See, we have this thing on radio. Can't fix it. Feature it. Why are you muted on Spaces?
Oh, you want me to be unmuted?
You got to be unmuted because you're going to be talking. Your own people can't hear you.
Oh, I thought they could hear me through the show.
No, they can't.
Are you sure?
I can hear myself. You're running it right now. You're running it.
Oh. Well, let's unmute. I was just figuring there'd be a hell of an echo.
You lower your phone. All right, man. Lower your phone volume all the way down.
No, it's unmuted. It's unmuted.
Lower your phone volume.
Participate. They're all shy. They're like, you put moist in the title. So now I don't know what to do with my hands.
What you got to do is just leave it. You set it down, and you lower your phone volume all the way down so it picks up the speaker, and that's it, dude.
So this is like back when I used to do satellite radio way back in the day, huh?
It is on that. Fuck it. It's Friday at this point. I don't care. If you're still standing and there hasn't been any new...
Can we steal that from Dana White?
What?
Can we still fuck it Friday from Dana White? Serious question.
Shit, dude. We could steal whatever the fuck we want. You're Matt Couch. If you haven't been Sarah Connor nuked up against a chain link fence yet, Terminator 2 style, does it really matter at this point? I'm so tired. I did live with the stress yesterday. Like the last couple of days, I have actually sit there, put myself in a position of trying to find some semblance of zen, right? Like I'm a fish tank guy. That is my piece. Like I have a 55-gallon freshwater, which has about 50 fish in it that I just watch, whatever. And then saltwater, I got another 90-gallon saltwater I'm building now. That is my piece. And I literally could sit in front of that fucking thing for hours and be like, just let it go. Let it all go, right? And in the last couple of days, I'm not dead serious about this one. The issue that I've had is I don't like what social media has done to me, right? You and I talked about this the other day. I think there's a incessant drive that the nonstop sensory overload of. Are you okay?
I'm okay, but your mic is on in the Twitter X Spaces, and so I was making sure there's not an echo. But I'm telling you, when you put moist in a title, everyone gets shy. They don't want to talk. I've spooked everybody by using the term moist today.
We don't care.
Well, if there's an echo, they're not going to stay in the space.
They're not going to listen. How are they listening to an echo? They don't hear an echo.
Because you're unmuted and I'm unmuted, so they've got to be hearing it twice.
No, they don't.
They don't. Man, I'm perplexed by this. Because here's the thing, it's going to be through my phone, right?
Yeah.
Are they not going to hear that?
No. Oh, well, you don't have oh, that's because it's coming through your speakers because you don't have your headphones plugged in.
Yeah, I asked that question if I needed headphones, I've got them.
I got a question. How are you, the fucking social media giant that you are, and like the basic shit you just don't know?
Because I've always had people, wipe my ass and shit,
Oh my God.
Look at that, man. Not just a pretty face. Caught the bottle. I'm getting adapters and stuff here
to
eliminate the echo.
You can't, for right now, you can mute yourself out on Spaces while I go ahead and I give my diatribe of
muted myself. They can hear me through you. I'm confident. Can you guys hear me right now?
No, they can't. They can't.
Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Pretend you're not scared of your shadows. Raise your hand if you're in Spaces and you can hear me right now.
See, no hands went up.
See, that's crazy. That's wild.
It's okay. That's because it's technically, holy shit. Plug in your fucking earphones and then run it through. This is why we run Spaces through my board normally. Holy shit, and shove me in it. I swear to God. Kids, this is the point. We're not designed to see non-stop sensory overload shit.
So do I put this into my computer or my phone?
I'm going to fuck you right now. You put that, you motherfucker. I swear to God. You know what?
Go with my phone,
if I were there right now and we were in the same studio, I would say nothing and I would fucking have a stream of urine descending on your one shoe while you just looked at me and there's not a damn thing you could do about it. Holy fuck. Anyways, this is
now there's no echo, right? So I can do it like this. Does that work?
Can you hear me through your headphones?
Yeah.
See, they can't hear me through the headphones because this is two different mediums we're using. This is why Spaces is an afterthought, because Spaces hasn't had the fortitude to figure out the technology to set shit up through people's boards just yet. Or,
the guy only builds, rockets and shoots them into space. I mean, he's not that talented. Right?
I'm going to think of something to do for you that would require a normal two-legged person the ability to do it, but then to make you demand that you do it and watch you fumble around it.
So here's another question.
Yes, go ahead.
Do they have to hear you through my speakers?
Holy shit, and shove me in it. No, because I have my phone on and I've got an earbud jack.
Since I can hear you through my headset, I can turn the volume down on my Mac system, correct?
Where would the speaker be coming through then?
I guess we both have our mics open.
Hey, buddy, Here's what you do. I love you, man.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
So this is what we have to do. The show's I'm probably gonna wind up moving by you.
I don't have the right adapter, by the way. I just realized for my Mac for the headset.
So
but
it's
plugged into my phone though. It's working through the phone. Everyone's laughing in the spaces.
Yeah, I know,
so we're obviously
because
people
they've never known somebody who has the fucking the social media and the media background like you do, who acts like he is a one-legged man fucking a monkey who's fucking a football. That's exactly who you are right now.
That's accurate. It's the persona I'm going for. It's the persona I'm going for.
It is. Holy shit, and shove me in it. The way you do this is you would have your headphones plugged into your computer. So
by the way, my producer for Matt After Dark just said, can hear you both just fine.
Yeah, I know. That producer, holy shit, you're fired because you haven't trained Matt on this shit yet. Blows me away. So what you do is, because you're running two different things set it through a board, you put your phone on and you set it down. And then you turn your phone volume all the way down. Then you take your earbuds, earphones, whatever, plug it into your computer so my voice doesn't come through the external speakers, but it feeds right to your ears, so your phone doesn't re-pick it up. So your voice is picked up by your phone. My voice is picked up by...
what you're putting down. No, I got it. I just don't have the right adapter.
This is the shit that makes me want to just punch a toddler in the fucking face. No, old lady, because toddlers are being beheaded in the
serious question, like Will Ferrell in the campaign, would you punch a baby?
No, because I don't want to get aligned with Hamas at this point.
Well, they definitely punch babies. There's
been no proof on that yet, and that's it. Here's my point as I was going through the whole thing.
Everybody says it happened. How do you not know that? Come on.
Yeah, I know. Well, because I wasn't there.
I mean, you would think with like AI, they could make shit up or something. That doesn't.
Dude, did you see? I think I sent you or I posted on my Instagram the other day. There was a doll. Somebody was like, "Oh, it was a baby, fucking unbelievably lifelike baby." And then this person turned the head. It was a doll. I'm like, "Holy shit, dude!"
Tell you how awesome it is to have the headset on. I can hear your sexy voice so much.
Yeah, and this way, when I wind up talking, it's like if there's a free-flowed thought that needs to be interrupted, it actually is like a conversation versus you not hearing it because your mic is. I don't.
This is like the Joe Rogan experience right now. I've got the headset on. I feel like I've got my shit together.
How are you this? Like, do you realize you're one of the founding guys in this bullshit, and you don't know this?
Don't. By the way, Jim in the FBI van, not a founding guy, just a dude that loves his country and speaks once in a while. Not a founding guy, Jim in the van. Want to clarify that?
Okay. Anyways,
just want to clarify that.
I don't mind. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at Mary Jane in here.
Yeah.
There's a blast from the past. Used to listen to us on Get Her.
Yeah, will she send nudes?
I don't know. She's easy on the eyes, but okay. I don't know if she'll send nudes or not. Haven't got that far.
Okay. Right.
She sent a heart, so maybe she'll send nudes.
It's Friday. It's whatever day of Jihad there is, and if you're out there and if you haven't been, I don't know, just vaporized yet by whatever dirty bombs the terrorist is cooking, I'm going to pretty much assume it's safe to say that not a fucking thing's going to happen. It's just more insane sensory overload. If you're a fan of George Carlin like I am, you know, you grew up listening to his vinyl years ago, and one of his bits that he did, which is still it's famous today, was talking about the evolution of the phrase PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, how it came from shell shock. And an analogy I give people for that is if I walk into if Matt throws a punch and I walk into it, you know, I'd be like, damn, that hurt. But if I walk into like a hornet's nest and I have 100 hornets, you know, stinging me, it's sensory overload. And that's what we're experiencing nonstop on your social media. We're not designed to see this, right? We weren't designed to see human beings blown to bits or even, so like some people faint when they see like the sight of blood. It's like your body's not designed to see that. Your mind is not designed to see that. And on this whole shit, that was the fish tank thing is that I'm at this point where I don't know if you have dogs or if you've ever trained a dog.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever see that point? You ever see those people on social media that are like, they'll hold a treat out on their dog's nose and like you're in like 30, 60, 90 seconds will go by. You're like, would you let the fucking dog have it already? Because
those people are assholes.
Well,
those people are 100% assholes.
So you get the feeling of that non-released anxiety, correct?
I guess, yeah. No, I didn't think of it like that, but yeah. That's
where I'm at. I want, like, the last several years, it's like fucking pull the trigger already. That's where I'm at. I'm so over this dangling of the treat, and I want either you know what? It's shitty to say it, and we're saying it for entertainment purposes only. I want either pull the fucking trigger and declare, boom, we're at war, or fucking just annihilate yourselves. End of story. I blame our politicians. I blame our media. I blame myself for allowing myself to be engaged nonstop on social media and seeing this. I don't care if it's beheaded child, Biden reacts like this, Trump's arrest this, school shooter this. It's a ever-flowing, nonstop cortisol
it's a revolving
spiking.
Door of suck. It's a revolving door of suck.
Right.
Is what it is. And they just plaster you with it. Like, for those that are watching on Spreely.tv or SpreelyTV.com or Spreely.com or rantsofizo.com, we got a lot of websites, man.
It's rantsofizo.com or Spreely.tv. Download the Freedom Hub for your smartphone, and you can watch Matt as you're in the shower or anything else.
Double-clicking your mouse, whatever you're doing. But also, we're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, we're on Amazon Fire, we're all over the place.
Oh, Fire Stick is by Amazon?
It is.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Yeah, but rantsofizo.com, great place to watch the show at. You can see our gorgeous, sexy, handsome faces here. But at the same time, I've got a quad screen in my living room. I've got this 75-inch quad screen, and I've got a quad screen up now because you can do it with everything, sports, politics. And it's like, it's Stand With Israel rallies. I mean, it's like they're going to level Gaza. It's just, I watched football last night.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I watched college football. I'm going to watch college football tonight. Hey, ask me what I'm going to do on Saturday, Dominic.
I don't know, Matt. What are you going to do on Saturday?
I'm going to watch college football because I'm sick.
Can I make a suggestion? Should get with your producer
in my living room.
Yeah, get with your producer and learn technology a little bit.
Well, that's going to happen. Producer Eddie knows what he's doing. I promise you. We're going to rock this thing, this Matt After Dark thing. By the way, Dominic, you're going to be on our first show, right? You have to be. We're amigos.
Yeah, whatever you need, I'm there.
Awesome. It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's we just don't care. It's going to be like an extension of the Rants of Izzo, and we're going to talk mainly about the Rants of Izzo. We'll talk about fun things like Dominic's style, his penis size, all sorts of amazing stuff that puts you in the right direction. So,
yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be great. But it's Friday. It is Friday. Dana White does this thing every Friday called Fuck It Friday, and he literally cooks something, and it either is amazing or it sucks ass. He either loves it or he almost dry heaves and pukes, and it's fucking hilarious. And so he does it every Friday on his Instagram. We probably can't steal Fuck It Friday from Dana White, who's, by the way, a great American patriot and a good friend of mine. And so, but at the same time, I'm just kind of throwing this out there. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to talk doom and gloom. What does Dominic Izzo do? As we're introducing a new audience here, my folks coming in, that you and I've been friends for God, it's hard to believe how long now at this point. But what do you do on a Friday night? I know it's probably raised your blood pressure being friends with me. But what does Dominic do on a Friday?
Well, wonders my lighter is out of fucking fluid. Number one, probably later finish up pizza, have a couple cigars, and shame myself by watching tranny porn and not knowing why I am.
I mean, do you find that better if you're going to watch it? Do you want to have like a tranny with a straight chick? Is that kind of the goal?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
So you get 4 pairs of tits? Is that kind of the goal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what I didn't know what you were going for, but I was curious.
Well, curiosity is why you go and explore that shit.
There's so many women in here,
and then you don't deny
they're
the
obviously
fact
not
that
shy. So.
You're into kink shaming, and then you're like, okay, this is stuff that I don't know. Post nut clarity is a real thing. What? Hang on, I have to do a PSA for those who are. There's people on Spaces who won't be able to hear this. Gents, it's 2023, and we're in a position now to where even if you did cut yourself off of porn because you're shamed by insecure women who can't compete with other women who do like things like gangbangs, glory holes, and stepmother porn, you are going to come across, no pun intended, content that is just going to make you go, why am I into that? I'm here to tell you that after you've completed the task and you're laying or sitting there in your own sticky filth mess wondering your choices in life. It's okay to spend 5 minutes of self-loathing while you get the towel, the used t-shirt, the sock, whatever it is. Clean yourself off, say a little prayer, and understand you're not alone. It's okay, you dirty, dirty fucking pervert.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a Friday night, so obviously, anything should go. And I'm just kind of curious. I'm just curious here. You know, we live in that society to where everybody's offended by anything and everything. And, you know, it doesn't seem like anybody does, you know, anything worth mentioning that doesn't just like depress the hell out of you anymore. That's the thing that amazes me. You try to talk to somebody and you're like, hey, man, it's Friday. What are you doing today? And they're like, well, you know, I was watching Israel.
Does anybody do anything on Fridays anymore?
Well, they say Thursday's the new Friday, but
Thursdays was the new Fridays in the late the mid 90s. That was our bar night where we were working, making $500 a night cash.
Dude, we used to go to party on the patio every Thursday at a place called Powerhouse Seafood and Grill, and they had fish bowls for $3. You know, and they had a live band every Thursday night, and we would just get absolutely hammered. And if you got lucky, you know, maybe once a month, some hot chick would sit on your face afterwards, you know?
The after hours with the bar. No, dude, I worked at a 4 a.m. bar before I became a cop. And of course I had my years as a man. And you know what? This is an interesting topic because you can't do this shit anymore because I want to talk about something else that happened. You didn't. I mean, I can't believe, I mean, even me, right? So I ran around a bar that was 4 deep on a Thursday night. You're by 4 o'clock, you're exhausted, kick everybody out. You got another 90 minutes of cleaning and counting tips, all this. Then you leave and you're like, okay, I'm on my way. Dude,
I bounced at clubs for years.
Dude, you stink and you smell. And back then, you know, I used Gold Bond, but then the problem is you use Gold Bond, then the chick gets all pissed off because she's like, okay, I don't like my tongue being numb. That's like, fuck.
Yeah. They don't want to look like Hunter Biden when they get up from your crotch.
Have you heard about this? The woman who accused former Los Angeles Dodger pitcher Trevor Bauer of sexual assault has spoken out after he broke his silence to address the saga earlier this week. Mr. Bauer posted a video about the allegations after reaching a settlement argument with Lindsey Hill. I don't want to get too much into it. You guys can Google it yourself. But I watched Sarah Gonzalez from The Blaze actually interview this woman, and she was showing her fucking texts and reading them. Like, it's another story of a woman who's going to face zero consequences, who set this shit up of, oh, here's my next target. Here's my next victim. Blah, 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 this and that. It's nonstop accountability for females that can spread their legs, be the biggest whores in the world. Thank you. We like that behind closed doors. And then cry victim later on. And if you're a guy who's got, a couple zeros in your bank account or commas in your bank account, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked. Yeah, I'm all for nonstop videoing. Set the video cameras up in your room. And this way, if you wind up bringing in, I don't know, the midget baseball team and a Clydesdale, she's got nothing to say because she enjoyed it the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't taken a date to Chili Willie's outside of Cancun, you haven't lived.
What?
We're going to talk donkey shows? Thought that's where we were heading.
You care to elaborate on that one?
You never been to Chili Willie's?
No, Matt. I haven't been to Chili Willie's. Matt.
Oh man, it's a great time.
Okay, Matt. Let's talk about
a story. Is it story time with Matt Couch?
Let me set it up properly.
All right, let's do it.
Second. As your audience leaves, let me get a second. For those of you who are on Spaces, you don't get the full production value. But whatever. All right, where are we at here? There we go.
But it's not a date story. It's me making fun of a friend story.
Start that over. Hang on.
But it's not a dating story.
All right, hang on. Dude, fucking don't cover your shit up by... Dude, here's the deal. Own your shit, man. I'm not a recovering. I'm a kink-driven, taboo, perverted motherfucker ex-cop who has seen and done a lot of shit.
No, this and truly I own my isn't stuff. About me, but I screwed with a buddy in Cancun.
All right, you can wait. Here we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Tales from the horse porn with Matt Couch. And now your narrator, Matt Couch. Have at it.
Welcome to the Rants of Izzo Storytime with Matt Couch. And also, I want to throw out there, so there's a place called Chili Willie's about 20 miles outside of Cancun. If you've ever heard the term donkey show, you'll know what that entails. We were young lads in our early 20s.
No. Explain what a donkey show is.
A donkey show is where a woman is on stage with an actual donkey and they arouse the donkey and she has sex with the donkey. Every guy in this room knows exactly what I'm talking about, and half the women do as well. So I love the shyness of the room. They're like, oh my God, the horror of what he's saying.
Can we address this for a second?
The donkey show?
No,
Yeah.
for the women who deny this kind of crap. Men are very simple. There's visual lust from our eyes, and then friction to wind up completing that kind of stuff. Women are far more cerebral than men.
Oh, yeah.
What bothers me is the lack of acknowledgement from females that their taboos, their kink is far more descriptive, graphic, visceral than men's is. And the problem is men is you get a woman, you could be dating, somebody or married to her for years, and all of a sudden she's got this, decides, I don't know how to express this to you, but I want to gangbang by 5 black men tonight. And then a man's visceral reaction is, holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you shut down women who then are afraid to talk about their kinks. So there's a big problem with that. But I'm so tired of women acting all outraged like the only sex they choose to have or will accept is vanilla Friday night while the kids are sleeping at 10 o'clock for 30 minutes with the lights out in missionary position. Shut the fuck up. That's why most of you cheat, because you miss out on the excitement from what that perverted man who is not your husband, because you've beaten your husband so down into a position of submission that he's afraid to bring his kinks to the surface.
Am I allowed to scream preach right now?
Go ahead. I'm done.
Can I scream preach? Preach.
Yeah.
No, I'm enjoying this. Preach. There you go. One more time. Preach.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue with your donkey show.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll go back to the donkey story here. But I was just going to say, when women go to the restroom together, the stories they tell would make men blush. They're in the bathroom and they're going, hey, I really like Tommy, but which one do you like? And then they're literally strategizing. They're sizing you up, and then they're like, "Well, I hope Joey crank starts me like a weed eater." So I mean, it's a complete front, as we both know. But back to the donkey show.
Yeah.
At Chili Willie's, 20 miles outside of Cancun. So we have a buddy, and I think we're early 20s at this point. I've been to Cancun way too many times. I walk into Senor Frogs in Cancun, and it's like Mateo. So I mean I don't know if I should say that. I just did, I guess, publicly. But I've been to Cancun a lot. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And so we have a buddy, and he decides, it's Chili Willie's. It's Cancun. It's Mexico. It's where I'm going with this. And he decides he's going to pay for sex, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's dumb enough to give them at the time. Keep in mind, this is probably, Dominic, 2000, 2001. He decides he's going to give them his debit card. So we're there on a guy's trip, and he's like, are you guys not gonna? And we're like, dude, it's Cancun. I don't have to pay to get laid. You're a loser.
Really?
Yeah, you have to pay to get laid in Cancun.
No, you got paid. Okay.
Everybody's there to have a good time. Everybody's taking drinks and doing Alabama slammers and all sorts of crazy shots. And you'd have to be a really uninteresting, boring, no game son of a bitch to not get laid at least once if you're in Cancun for a week.
Okay.
I think that's a fair assessment. I really do.
All right.
You have to have no personality at all.
Okay.
So I'm talking, if you and I go down there, we'll need security.
Why?
Well, because we'll have to beat them off with a stick because we're that good.
The dudes?
No. There's the women. Let's get back to the donkey show. How are we getting on dudes here?
I don't even know how you got on donkey shows, but go ahead.
Well, no, you led us down this path,
I talked about women who I was initially going to open this up with talking about the fact of sensory overload on an international day of jihad that people are stressing the fuck out over. And then how,
and then I went to donkey shows to ease everyone's stress. This is a good idea, I think.
Okay.
And by the way, in Spaces, 65% of our audience is still female. So there you go. Women are intrigued
Here's the
by
deal.
this
Why
donkey show
is
subject.
because most men, when they talk about this subject, the problem is they make it campy and they make it kind of mockery, and a lot of women will challenge the men. They bring their testosterone energy to it. Oh, women aren't like that. All this shit. It very rarely do people sit there and say, "Listen, I have dated in my life tons of women who have whatever kink-driven, dark taboo fetish out there, and the 20-something-year-old me was that guy who reacted with, you want to do what?" And then the near 50-year-old me is, tell me what gets you soaked beyond words that you are too ashamed to tell anyone else, because I offer no judgment and fucking a safe space for you to explore that. And women are like,
Well, I mean, all right, yeah. No, you're right. From your lips to God's ears. Yeah, I mean, that's why you're my brother from another mother. But let's throw this out here. So the donkey show. So my buddy, we're not going to name him because he'll know who I'm talking about here, and most of my buddies will. He decides he's going to pay for sex, and he uses his debit card because he's super duper smart, right? Because a place that has prostitution in Mexico probably would definitely not take that number and do all sorts of crazy stuff with it. Correct, Dominic?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never been, so I don't know.
You never been to Mexico?
No, I've never been to Mexico.
Oh, we're going to Cancun soon.
No, see, here's why I won't. This is exactly why I won't. Who's that kid that came back from North Korea brain dead?
Dude, it's Mexico. It's not Kim Jong-un.
It doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Wait a second.
There's no Kim Jong-un in Mexico.
How fucking dumb do you have to be to want to go to Mexico right now? So you're going to tell me that patio fey Irish, you've got the complexion of a fucking urinal, right? If I stand out in the sun for a little bit, at least I'll be tan enough to where my Sicilian ass looks like I'm black, right? So we go to Mexico. They take one look at you, my fucking Q-tip white hair, and they go, oh, here's some Americans. Hey, haven't Americans been screaming, fuck, bound up the border, up the wall, up the border? We're going to go there. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, hey, yes, sir. Here's, I'll take it. Get propinas for me. You wind up tipping them like crazy, do whatever. They're going to lead you to a donkey show, Matt.
Dude,
but there's going to be 10 cartel guys watching you get hollowed out by a fucking mule with a 24-inch cock. You're going to know exactly what an ass full of donkey semen feels like.
Dude, I have bribed more. Hold on, 20-second timeout.
Go ahead.
I have bribed more federales than Carter has liver pills. All right?
Holy shit, you just aged yourself with a Carter joke?
Well, I mean,
that's
my
awesome.
dad always uses the Carter joke. But
awesome.
At the same time, I'm telling you right now that we will be perfectly fine in Mexico. All right? We're going to be great. I walk in, and it's literally, like I'm literally Tom Cruise in that one movie where he's running shit. Like, I mean, they, American made. And when I fly into Mexico, man, trust me, we got this. Back to the donkey story, so we can pay some bills here in a second because we got to do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so he decides he's going to use his debit card to pay for a prostitute at Chili Willie's, which is a strip club / donkey show / brothel, I guess is where the hell we're at. And it came to us because one of the cab drivers in Cancun, we're like, hey, we want to have a good night. And he's like, do you want to have a really good night? And we're like, yeah, we want to have a really good night. And he's like, you got to go to Chili Willie's. I'm like, all right, Chili Willie's it is. So there's like 8 of us at Chili Willie's. And so our buddy, who we will not name in case with the size of my following now, I don't want to destroy his career because he still works for a certain company. And so he goes back with this chick, right, that he picked up.
Sorry.
So because we're assholes, right? And this is what friends do, correct, Dominic? We realize, keep on. We're walking around like Hulk Hogan with fanny packs and shit, right? We're on vacation. We realize we've got those old school cameras, the ones you rent and take another picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So we sneak in while he's in the middle of this thing with this chick, and we're like, he's not paying any attention at all. He's hammered, and we take pictures of them like crazy, like 3 or 4 camera reels full of pictures of him, getting it on with this, with this prostitute from Cancun.
Right.
And so then we decide the next morning, because he's passed out, hammered in the, in one of the suites, which we all have access to. We've got like 7 joining rooms and shit. And so we run downtown to downtown Cancun, and we get all the pictures developed.
Yeah.
And the guy developing the pictures, he's like, oh, you guys are naughty. I'm like, yeah, we're naughty, man. That's for sure. And we take him, and we literally we buy some tape, and we tape all the pictures up.
Yeah.
In his hotel room before he wakes up. So he wakes up. When he wakes up, all he sees is like 150 pictures of him banging a prostitute taped to his walls. And we can hear him start to yell. And he has this death metal voice. I'm going to kill all you motherfuckers. You know?
Okay.
And so there you go. There's my donkey show story. We screwed with a buddy, and he's like, I want all the negatives. And we're like, okay. I think one of my buddies still has the negatives because we screwed with him at like his, it was like his 40th birthday party a while back. So, yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. I am an asshole friend. Is that what your voice says I'm an asshole?
No, you're not. Absolutely. We got to pay some bills here for a second. All right, kids, this is the Rants of Izzo show here on Spreely Media. Now, I know what you're thinking. Everybody and their mother started some kind of fucking company and said, we're free speech, blah, 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 blah. No, they're not. You name me another platform that has hosts talking about their co-hosts being filled with donkey semen after the cartel winds up getting them. And HR is going to hear a recording of this, and they're going to get complaints, and they're just going to say, hey, it's Izzo. That's what we let him do. The ways to support the show, you go to rantsofizzo.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and sign up for the newsletter. You will get articles, past show links if you want to watch the videos of them. The podcast version of the Rants of Izzo show is available on Spreely, Speaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, all that shit. T-shirts are available there. Get your new I love my country, but I hate my fucking government tee. It's available there. As well as Jesus loves Democrats. Piss off a Democrat and have them not know why you fucking are wearing that tee. Freedom Hub, the Freedom Hub that on your iPhones, Apple for all you poor, or Android for all you poor fucking people. That's available there too. You can watch us, stream us, listen to us, all that. Matt, plug your shit because you're the mayor of social media.
Absolutely, folks. If you want to support what I do, you can go to faithandfreedoms.com. That's faith, the letter N, freedoms.com. We've got more hoodies. We've got shirts, tumblers, you name it, all that fun stuff. Go to faithandfreedoms.com. By the way, it's hoodie season. All hoodies on sale with promo code hoodie season. That's promo code hoodie season at faith, the letter N, freedoms.com.
Okay.
I guess 20% off. Did I say that? I don't know if
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
Matt Couch, you should be following him on both Twitter at Real Matt Couch, and if you're on Instagram, Sofa on the Hill.
And TikTok at Real Matt Couch as well, where my following is starting to grow thanks to the one and only Dominic Izzo.
Well, what you have is, the Chinese spies are watching over on TikTok too.
I love the Chinese spies. Bring them on, especially the ones that want to honeypot me.
What?
Did I say that out loud? No.
Oh,
how come Swallow gets laid by Chinese spies?
Oh, can we actually talk about that for a second here? I know it's Friday, and you would rather talk about mules. I'd
rather talk about Swalwell getting laid than donkey shows. I think that's a better subject.
Was there? I had heard that there were 3 Biden cabinet members that were compromised by Iran. Did you hear anything about that?
Oh yeah, no. I heard the DOJ has the FBI and the DOJ are actually investigating the Pentagon and the Biden administration, some of the good guys in rank and file, for ties to Hamas and Iran in the Pentagon and the Biden White House.
I think America's done.
Oh yeah, that's why I keep telling. I know you're in Chicago, but
fuck this place.
But hey, you got to come on down here. I don't even know if he's still in the chat or not, but I've got a buddy who is a retired Metropolitan SWAT commander, one of the best guys I know, and he's got like 100-something acres down here. I've got a big house. I've got you come down here, man. It'll be like Mad Max. We'll run this shit, man. So you just come on down and join us anytime.
Yeah. All right, there's that. I literally, this has been so derailed. I thought I was. I don't even fucking know what I want to do at this point. I really don't care, dude. It is Friday. This is what we need, though. To be honest, right? I do want it to where my days and nights. I'm not kidding. I have spent like hours being pissed off and stressed out at both people who are reporting false shit. The amount of arguments of people who have jumped from Maui fires, just a couple of weeks ago, to child sex trafficking, which is the most important thing in the world thanks to Tim Ballard and Jim Caviezel. That's gone. No one's fucking talking about that anymore. Now it's, who do we support? You can't do this. They're beheading babies. No, they're not beheading babies. Do you have any proof? No, I don't. We are such scumbag people. I have to wonder if the best thing for us could be a fucking EMP global reset, send us back to the Stone Age and find out who survives.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
I don't know.
I mean, the whole purpose of this thing is basically, it's absolutely. Chuck Schumer told a story today, and I'm not saying that he's lying, because I've got some intel folks that told me that this actually happened, on the ground over there. But basically, and this seems more believable than the beheading story. I'm just going to throw it out there, but they are monsters. I mean, they don't. It's funny when I see Iran and Hezbollah say that they will retaliate if any civilians are killed. Since when have they given a shit about civilians? That one blows my mind. But it's like but two wrongs don't make a right. But at the end of the day, Schumer said that they were gathering all the people from a neighborhood and putting them in a rec room. I guess I haven't called my living room a rec room or in a long time. I mean, that goes back to like the 80s terminologies there.
You call it a front room?
Yeah, no,
the front room. It's a Chicago thing. We call it a front room.
Yeah. We used to call front room, rec room, living room. We call it living room nowadays, but like a rec room could have also been, the room that we had a pool table in, something along those lines. But he basically said that they gathered like over 100 people into this rec room and then machine gunned them.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I believe that. I mean, what scares me, and obviously as a Christian, I have my beliefs, and I'm not going to get into that here, but.
Why not? Hang on. I'm Matt Couch.
Follower.
Yeah, I'm Matt Couch. I'll talk about a chick getting fucked by a donkey, but I don't know, Jesus. I don't know. I don't want to scare people off with my views on Jesus.
I don't want. If I go into my beliefs, I don't want to go serious here today. But
okay.
But my point, and I'm still in your term. I'm going back to Christ follower, not.
Yeah, I'm not a Christian. Fuck Christian.
So many churches are weak and pathetic.
Not
nowadays.
just that. Think about this. Think about every motherfucking Christian over the last several years who feels that they have to have the need of going, like you post something online, right? And then if I'm a Christian Karen, I got to go into your comments. And of course, if you go, Matt goes, Christ died for our sins. I love my Lord and Savior. I'm going to be that Christian Karen who has to make it about me, go to your comment section and go, well, Matthew, actually, what John blah, blah, blah says. And then I write the whole fucking scripture in your comment section. Then I follow that up with a comment. And then you could say whatever. You could say, okay, thank you. And then I'll come back with, oh, no, I'm just trying to help, Matt, because I love you. Because you're my brother in Christ. And I want you saved, Matt. And then be blessed or you're burning hell. The amount of fucking Christian hypocrisy in comment sections, A, kills me. B, what makes them think they are any better than a Muslim jihadist who says death to all infidels, we want to rape your daughters and behead your babies? In my opinion, there's no hate like Christian love. Fucking no hate. I am not a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. End of story. He is the only way to get to the Father. He is the Son of God. Period. He is God. Period. But I'm sorry, Christians are just as fucking toxic. I'm off my soapbox.
Well, no, and it's a judgmental thing. Like it's basically like, if you go to church and they judge you by how you act or how you dress. There's a meme out there that I like to share periodically, and it's got this big biker guy with his leather vest, and his t-shirt and his jeans and his chain wallet, and he's sitting in the middle of, it's a cartoon, he's sitting in the middle of a pew, and on one side there's a guy in a suit, and the other side there's like a lady in a dress, and it has two little captions above their head, and it's like, some Christian he is, look at how he's dressed, and it's like, oh, look at him, there's no way that he and so I agree with everything you're saying in your sentiment there, that the church, there's certain pastors that are not weaklings. I'm going to get you at some point when I get my bionic knee and take you making the rounds with me and have you go meet a few of these guys. And
it depends. You're friends with them. You're friends with Greg Locke, right?
Greg Locke, Brian Gibson, people.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, and this is just my personal opinion. I'm taking an excerpt of what he said. I couldn't stand it when he did that whole screaming from his pulpit talking about Democrats getting out of his church. Keep in mind, he has completely went unpolitical and has been doing a lot more deliverance stuff the last couple of years. Now, everything he says is highly volatile and made toxic by the media. Like the whole autism thing, when they tried to say that Greg was
attacking, autistic people. No, what he was saying is that if you're constantly going to church and you're screaming and causing a scene so that people can't hear the message, it may not be autism. You may be possessed. And that's what he was trying to say. And I don't think he's wrong there. I mean, it's amazing that, and I'm trying not to preach on a Friday, but it's amazing that our God is supernatural. Think about that for a second. As Christians out there that are offended by words, offended by language, you believe that a guy died and then 3 days later he rose from the dead.
Which he did.
But you're offended by words. Our God is supernatural. It's amazing. And then people go, oh, I don't think that really happens. I don't think there's demons. I don't think. Really?
You're about to find out, motherfucker. Yes, there are.
Really? You're about to find out how evil this world is, especially when these sleeper cells start attacking soccer games in these metros. All right. And kids' softball games. And it's.
Dude, aliens are demons. There are no fucking. Aliens are demons, man.
No, what do you, I don't even have, I mean, I can never pronounce this because I'm from Arkansas. The Nephilims, am I saying that right?
Nephilim, yeah. Dude, yeah, Nephilim.
When people say, oh, is Bigfoot real? I don't know, but could it be the Nephilims?
The Bible said even as in the days of Noah, the Nephilim are still fucking here, man.
100%. Okay, you see where I'm going, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, and nobody wants to have this talk. And then nobody wants to talk about how like 8 chapters into Genesis, it went from God created the earth, and on the 7th day he rested, and then literally 4 paragraphs later it's and they walked into a massive city. It's like, what? Yeah. I know my whole point is I believe, and God, I'm going down a rabbit hole here.
You're supposed
to. I truly believe that we were far, 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 far more advanced than we are now before God destroyed the world. When he destroyed the Tower of Babel.
Oh, you want to get into that one?
You really think it was a rackety wooden piece of shit that God destroyed?
Gilgamesh, what? That's
exactly.
That's the weapon of mass destruction that we were looking for over in the fucking Middle East, right?
Of course it is, man. And that's
they're about to resurrect that motherfucker, and he's gonna it's gonna be a bad day when he winds up waking up.
I'm telling you right now. I mean, we could do a whole maybe we should do a Rants of Izzo show special on this with me and you sometime, and bring on a badass pastor like Brian Gibson or and I know you have your issues with Greg, but I promise you.
No, that is my issue. I don't like here's this one pissed me off yesterday. Mark Driscoll. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
This is Mark Driscoll says this the other day.
Who's in his late 20s, early to mid 30s, still doesn't have a woman, still doesn't have children on the horizon, is a very selfish and self-indulgent human being. And he is just going to vote for socialists to take care of him from womb to tomb rather than being a grown man who carries his own responsibilities for his family. A guy who's in his, for the Spaces audience who can't listen or can't hear, a guy who's in his late 20s to early mid 30s, still doesn't have a woman, still doesn't have children on the horizon, is a very selfish and self-indulgent human being, and he is just going to vote for socialists to take care of him from womb to tomb. Well, I guess, Mark, my years of serving the public as a cop and putting other people's interests before mine, where I missed the opportunity to have kids at 48 and didn't get married. I'll go fuck myself because I'm a socialist in the wings. But again, and this is on his page, and it might be edited a little bit, but this is the shit I can't stand. Black and white. The Bible should be black and white, right? Meaning, I do believe the earth is only 6,000 years old. I believe that. I believe, if the Bible says, X, Y, and Z, okay, it's X, Y, and Z. Do not rely on your own understanding, right? Fine. But when you get these people like this who's going to tell me go fuck your mother. That's that.
No, and you're absolutely right. I mean, this has been a great conversation. I've enjoyed the hell out of it, despite the fact that I've got the most depressing pile of shit in front of me on a quad screen. But what
are you watching, Big Bird?
It's basically how the world burns with, pro-Palestine, pro-Israel, dropping leaflets out of planes to warn people, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But let me run this by you.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking I'm going to pivot here because we got about 10 minutes left, maybe a little less than that in the show here.
You're good. Go ahead.
On your Friday.
What do you got?
But here's the thing. Candy corn.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
I'm on a candy corn kick. I got to ask the question to you. And if you're on Spreely TV, look at this, Dominic. Look at that.
Yeah, what do you got?
You see it?
Holy shit! You're not kidding. You are
Look at
literally.
that.
Hang on. Let me change the screen so people could see. Go ahead.
Look at that.
Yeah, you're legitimately eating candy corn.
Well, I'm not right now. I'm not eating it, but look at that. Little pumpkins. They go in. Aren't they cute? Little pumpkins. And you got the little guys that look like penises. So, candy corn, buddy. Candy corn. Now my question is, do you like candy corn? If you like candy corn and you're in the spaces, throw up a heart, I guess. Not a fist. We're not bro hugging here. Come on, throw up hearts, everybody.
You
Pick it on Jeanette.
You lost a leg, right?
I lost half a leg.
Yeah, and
I
you're
can say
and
half a
you're
leg. It makes me feel a little bit better.
right.
Yeah.
And your body is recovering.
It's like the kid that's like, I'm 8.5.
Right. Your body is your body is recovering.
It is recovering.
Do you think it would behoove you from putting fucking
all sorts of good
edible
stuff
plastic into your system instead of putting edible plastic into your system? Maybe you should not be eating that while your body recovers.
I'm not eating it. I don't eat a lot of it. My dad, here's the funny part. My dad's 74 years old.
Suppository, right? Candy corn up your ass, let it dissolve. Yeah.
No, you'll love this.
All right.
So my dad's 74 years old. He comes over in the evenings to check on me, see if I need anything. He's all worried about his son, because he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And so I have this bowl and the reason why I was showing it to the audience here, I have had to refill this damn thing like every day because my dad stands there and grazes with it at 74. And now here's what my dad will tell you.
What does he tell you?
74 years old.
Yeah.
He's beat cancer not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he's literally like the old guy from Grumpier Old Men. He's like, you know what I ate for breakfast?
You mount
Bacon.
the woman, son. Or you send her over to me.
You know what I ate for lunch? A bacon and tomato sandwich. And you know what I ate for dinner? Bacon. And I don't know how much time I got left on this rock, but fuck off. That's my dad,
So eat bacon, not candy corn.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, he eats candy corn too. He doesn't. He's like, I beat cancer 3 times. I've got 9 stents in my heart. Bring it on.
Yeah. He's 74.
Like The Rock. He'll be 75 in November. But like The Rock, always like, bring it. My dad's literally like actually a badass. He's like, bring it. He's like, I didn't know. So it looks like a lot of people do like candy corn. A lot of people do not like candy corn. True or false? People who don't eat candy corn have small penises.
I guess that's why I'm hung like a fucking Tic Tac, right? Because I don't like candy corn.
I was actually told that size matters the other day, and now I don't know what to do with my weekend. So I'm like, well, shit.
You need to find, you know who Naughty Alicia is?
It sounds like I should know who Naughty Alicia is, but I don't.
She's like the queen of gaping. Like the toys that she has she uses. You would be a fantastic candidate to stump fuck her.
God.
Dude, you know what you need to do? You need to go to your next doctor's appointment and see if you can get a cosmetic surgeon to just add ribs into your fucking, your stump. Be like, hey, can you do something to kind of shape this up? And you have like a progressive stack of ridges, from hip to stump, and you find some women who are into that shit.
It's one of those things where it's just absolutely crazy, to think of some of this stuff. And for those of you that are just joining the audience, this is not the Matt Couch Political Hour. This is the Rants of Izzo show on Spreely TV. You can go to Spreely.com, SpreelyTV.com, go to rantsofizzo.com. And, this is a non-political show that I have I am Dominic's AJ Hawk. If you've watched the Pat McAfee show, he's Pat McAfee. I'm AJ Hawk, and we're here to wreck your feelings.
I'd rather be John McAfee
at the same time.
I'd rather be John McAfee.
Well, yeah, Pat McAfee's got more money than John McAfee now.
I don't give a shit. John McAfee is the man. He's my spirit animal.
But he's got a whack tattoo. Let me throw this at you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So can we should put this on a t-shirt. We're going to wreck your feelings.
You got
and make you moist.
60 seconds. What do you got?
We're going to wreck your feelings and make you moist. Tell me that should not be on a t-shirt for the Rants of Izzo show.
It should be, I'm going to wreck your feelings and
I'm a part of it now. I want to be like,
no. This is for you. I'm telling you. Okay. You need to wear that. Go out.
I want to feel like La Familia here, man.
Oh, you are. You are. You're my Irish pasty-skinned brother.
So would it be weird if you and I made This Is for La Raza shirts and wore them? No?
I don't mind that at all.
Okay.
Dude, I'll lounge on a fucking bearskin rug with you and smoking jackets.
Well, we're going to do a Christmas
calendar. Listening to Manavani
shoot.
records.
We're doing a Christmas calendar shoot where we're on, we're going to be wearing fig leaves, bearskin rugs in front of a fireplace. It's going to be, ladies, it's going to make you moist.
Sure.
I've got you speechless on a Friday.
No, you don't. You don't have me. It's not that you have me speechless. It's just that, I don't know. Maybe you do to a degree, and I'm proud of you for it. Really.
I told you that this was going to be a different. I think you're happy that I'm holding up my end of the bargain.
No, I am. But the problem, because I want you to be more than all talk, and I want you to either slide in Stacey Dash's DMs and been like, "Hey, listen."
I already have.
How are you pursuing that?
Well, I just said, "Hey, would you like to come on the Rants of Izzo show?" Sometime?
Yeah, and tell her where.
And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, when is it?" And I told her, and she's like, "Let me check my schedule."
Now,
and I'm like, "Yeah."
You triple down and you go, "Listen, this is what Daddy wants you to wear because you're going to be on camera."
Well, I threw a curveball, and I said, "Hey, have you ever been to Mar-a-Lago?"
Okay. All right, kids, this is Friday. We're going to listen to the adventures of Matt Couch sliding into Stacey Dash's DMs and to get her go, "How dare you?" And then when Matt goes, "Fine, when you figure out who you are, give Daddy a call," and then watch her be outraged for a month and then just completely get obsessed with Matt Couch. We'll be back on Monday. Matt's sitting in now, Monday through Friday. We love it. We love when Big Bear sits in and has a great time with us. This is how we should end the show for the week instead of doom and gloom and a bunch of jihadists are looking to go fuck your sister with a goat at the same time. Rantsofizzo.com. Sign up for the newsletter.
Can I
check
say
out
Happy
the site.
Jihad Day?
You can say Happy Jihad Day. Go ahead.
Okay, Happy Jihad Day, everyone.
All right. Remember, have a great fucking weekend. The easiest way to solve your problems in life is to help somebody else solve theirs. And if you can't help them, just don't fucking hurt them. You guys have a great damn weekend. See you Monday.